Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, your humble servant with one mission today. That is to put a smile on your face because you deserve to smile more and be happy. I'm going to be talking about some of your favorite celebs from traditional to social. I'm talking drama with Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Katy Perry, as well as Trisha Paytas drama, Jaclyn Hill drama, the Ace family, and more. But I want to start off with the Kardashians today, because they're good for business and they give me a lot to talk about. I'm going to get to that whole Kardashian closet mess in a second. But first, do you guys think it is fair for Kanye West to tell Kim Kardashian not to dress sexily? That's not a joke. Kanye said that and it was caught on tape. Kanye was on the most recent episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where they were getting ready for the Met Ball. And for the longest time, Kanye propped Kim up as this symbol of, you know what I mean, keeping it clean for the YouTube. And now, when he saw what she was going to wear for the Met Gala, he said this: I went through this transition where being a rapper, looking at all these girls and looking at my wife, oh, my girl needs to be just like the other girls, showing their body off. I didn't realize that that was affecting my soul and my spirit as someone who is married and the father of now about to be 4 kids. A corset is a form of underwear. It's hot. For who, though? Then Kanye continued and Kim stopped and said that her anxiety's through the roof. Relatable. You know what? It's nice to hear that from people, from me. Well, especially because on social media, the Kardashians rarely talk about things like that. It's all like, buy this, buy that, my life is perfect. So it's good to hear that she's battling anxiety. She told him the night before the Met, you're going to come in here and say that you're not in a corset vibe. You're giving me really bad anxiety. You knew last night I had really bad anxiety and I don't need any more negative energy. And for you to say you're now not into me wearing a tight dress. Kanye said, you're my wife and it affects me when pictures are too sexy. Then she said, you built me up as a sexy person and confidence and all this. And just because you're on a journey and transformation doesn't mean I'm in the same spot with you. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, married life. One day, or not, I met this therapist. Oh my God, it's so funny. I didn't tell you this yesterday, because yesterday it was already long enough. I met this therapist at the Wellness Your Way Festival, and she interviewed me for BuzzFeed and messed up the interview. She recorded half of my face. And she randomly ran into me at the airport and asked if she could do the interview over again. And I was like, yeah, of course. And we did the interview, and I was even trying to give her different answers to her questions. I was like, it'd be really funny if you spliced both together. Like, I don't mind being like half my face and then giving you 2 different answers to the same question. So I had to really think. But then when we were done with the interview, I just kept talking to her because, like, I kind of wanted to talk to a therapist. Speaking of the Kardashians, Kourtney Kardashian also recently accused an employee of stealing money from her. I think it was Penelope, really. No, I'm only joking. It was most likely the employee because she was getting ready to confront this woman and allegedly the woman sped off in her car. But Kourtney Kardashian said something really interesting that may open her up to an audit from the IRS. Did anybody else catch this? Kourtney said, quote, we need to debug the house, because she thinks the woman stole an iPad as well. And I want to take every device and unconnect it from my phone. And next time we've learned a huge lesson. They cannot step foot in here without us having their social name and address. Why wouldn't you have her social or her name or her address? That's weird. Anybody that I work with, I have their social and their name and their address, and I give them a W-2 or W-9 or whatever the heck that form is. My sister helps me with all of that stuff because I'm a dork and I don't My brain is left side. She's the right side. So she keeps the wheels spinning. Does that mean that Kourtney's like hiring people illegally? I hire everybody on the books. I'm just saying. I'd be concerned. I mentioned this on my social media, but I haven't talked about it on YouTube yet. And God bless them. There is a point where you just have more than enough money. And the Kardashians are at that point. If you guys missed it, Kris has launched Kardashian Closet, an official website with a verified Instagram account. She has promoted it on her social media and liked and commented. And Kardashian Closet is the official reseller of the Kardashian family and the Jenner family, selling Kylie's purses and so-and-so's shoes and this person's dresses. And if you go on the website, Kardashian Closet with a K.com, the prices are not cheap. And most of that stuff they probably got for free. And no, none of this is for charity yet. Maybe when they get enough backlash, then they'll announce a charity component. But right now, all the money goes back to them. I mean, I guess she's a shrewd businesswoman. I'm really in my feelings today. I have been listening to Lewis Capaldi's Someone You Loved too much. I honestly think it's not good for my mental health to listen to that song over and over and over again. It puts me in such a place. Let's lighten it up. Yesterday, I said I wasn't going to talk about Trisha Paytas. Today, I will. Did you guys catch this? Trisha alleges that she and Aaron Carter have an adult tape that they filmed of themselves being intimate. And they're trying to sell it. That's a key component. I wouldn't be surprised if Vivid made them an offer. I don't know if they're just saying that for attention or if they really would sell it. I don't think they would get a lot of money. But it's nice to see things have calmed down with Aaron Carter. At least because, there's only so much that we could take. Also, Trisha is going to be on an upcoming episode of The Doctors later this month. She wins. She wins. I mean, getting mainstream media press, that's major. Major. Speaking of YouTubers, there are rumors that Austin McBroom of the Ace family is cheating on his wife. Shocking. No, not shocking. That would not surprise me. And hello, if you have followed this family, and a lot of people do on YouTube, I think they've got around or near 20 million subscribers. They've been dogged by cheating rumors for a while. I was getting kind of used to being someone you love in the name, and get me through it all. God. I've honestly, since Saturday, I must have listened to this song over 60, 70 times. Every version. I've listened to, he's done it on BBC Live Radio 1, Live Lounge, 3 different times. My favorite is the orchestral version. I also really enjoyed one version that he did with just a guitar, because most of the time is with piano. I've watched everybody cover it. I saw the awful Camila Cabello cover, the wonderful Jonas Brothers cover. I even watched 2 vocal coaches on YouTube break down the song and his vocal performance. I need Adele to cover this. And then I need a duet. I need both. I need Adele to cover it on her own and then do a duet. Speaking of musicians, Drama. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, a lot of Taylor Swift fans were unhappy with Ticketmaster and with Taylor and the whole process of buying tickets for Loverfest, especially in America, where there are only 4 dates in 2 cities. And fans were going to fly in and drive in from other cities to go see her on tour next year. Apparently, they had a lot of frustrations and people not being able to get tickets. And I was more surprised by the prices. Oh my gosh. This is like, I don't know what the average ticket price, I would say $200 for the average ticket price. The pit is $400. Floor is $350, $250, and $180. Then the first ring is $219 and $169. Higher up is $129, and the nosebleeds are $99 and $49. So just doing like a rough estimate, like that's $200 for the average ticket. Did you try to get Taylor Loverfest tickets? Was it an easy process for you? Let me know in the comment section or in the live chat. In more music-related news, Katy Perry is releasing another new song on Friday. I just think she needs to take a break. She's already released 3 songs that have not done well in a row. Her song with Zedd, 24/7, her Never Really Over, and then Small Talk. This new song is likely going to be doing the same, even if it's a great song. Like, why? I mean, I guess why not? I mean, that's what she does, but I would be more smart and strategic about it. I would make people miss you and not release music. Like, take a break. People are clearly telling you, take a break. She's not listening. Also, I saw the most ridiculous photo of Katy Perry in Washington, D.C. She was carrying around her dog in a baby carrier. Do you guys do that? Be honest. Do any of you carry around your dog in a baby carrier? Yeah, she's got a small, tiny poodle named Nugget, but Nugget can stay in the hotel room or walk Nugget on a leash. I think she needs a baby. Get pregnant. Have your baby, Katy Perry. All right, I'm only going to touch on this delicately because it's a very sensitive topic and YouTube does not like those very shocking allegations against Jeremy Renner from his ex-wife. Allegations that he threatened her and himself. I don't know. I mean, he's denying all allegations. He's also claiming that he volunteered to random testing. It's hard to know who to believe. Just be thankful that you're not in a situation like that. And if you are in something so dysfunctional, God, I know how my brain works. If I was in something so dysfunctional, it would consume me. It would consume me. It would be all I could think about. But she's got a child. They've got a 6-year-old. Snap out of it for your child. I don't. So many allegations. I can't even link to them. If you want to read more, read it on PerezHilton.com. I got some positive news to get to, but first, I need to thank my friend Tara Jenkins for coming back. I had missed you, and thank you for super chatting me, Tara Jenkins. That means she hit the dollar icon during yesterday's premiere and live chat. Thank you also to Matt Cobb for your generosity. Thank you, Matt Cobb. Thank you, NyQuil45 as well. Thank you, Kylie Kincaid and her family. Her husband's grandmother, Grandma Marilyn, passed away recently. Keeping you all in my thoughts. Yeah. Thank you also to Haley Beck and Fiona Judd Cooper. I want to not at all complain about my life. I'm trying like really hard not to share things because I don't know. Like I said, my intention when I started today's video was just to put smiles on your faces. And I'll get to Jaclyn Hill in a second because I don't want to jump around. I've got my notes written. There's only so much that people can take of hearing people complain. I don't want to be a complainer. Like, I'm trying to deal with my ish and life. Everybody has it hard. Everybody. And I think that these videos are an escape for people, and I want to give you that escape. That doesn't mean that I won't talk about every once in a while, but I don't want to make it a regular thing because that would annoy me. And I don't want it to annoy you. I want to celebrate you. I want to make you feel as appreciated as you are. And I don't just say that. I mean that. I mean it. Some people just say that. Like, I spend the time to chat with you all, to respond to comments, to get to know you, to care about you. I hope you didn't get a cold, Fiona. She was walking around in the rain yesterday. All right. Once again, Grandma Marilyn, in my heart, sending love to all of Kylie Kincaid's family. In lighter news, Zoe Kravitz has been announced as the new Catwoman in the Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson. And I think this is perfect casting. Oh, I had to. So that's really exciting. Yeah, and I like I've said this before, I love that Robert Pattinson is going to be the Batman. Okay. JWoww and her boyfriend are back together. Not sure if it's just romantically, but they were spending time together at an amusement park at the Field Station Dinosaurs theme park in Leonia, New Jersey. Sometimes you just want to keep the D on lock. You just want some D on call. I was getting kind of used to being so... I honestly think that song has been putting me... Like, I've been going through my things, and I think that song has just been, like, dragging me down. I've got to only listen to happy music. I'm going to start... After I'm done with this, I need to listen to something... like Cher, the ABBA album or whatever. I don't know. And I think it's, you know what? It's nice to know that even when you get bad news and life hits you hard, you can still do your job and find the humor in things and just keep smiling. Knowing you can always count on me. Speaking of Jersey Shore, Ronnie Ortiz-Magro also spent some time at a theme park. He took his daughter to Disney World. You know what we call that? Damage control. Damage control. Oh my God, I saw the weirdest video last night. I don't really watch YouTubers regularly, but sometimes like something will just pop up on my suggested and I'll randomly watch it. This woman doing a mukbang of eating peanut butter. And it was disturbing, but it was like watching an adult film, her eating peanut butter. The female mukbangers probably get weird dudes sliding into their DMs. Are there even DMs on YouTube? I don't even know where I would look at those. Anywho, more reality TV news and update. Giudice is in Italy And he is showing off a slim physique. He lost over 50 pounds while in prison. And I found this to be very interesting. According to Entertainment Tonight, quote, while Joe is devastated to be leaving the country and his family, he feels great physically and he's ready to take this next step. The older girls are going to visit their father soon. They've already made plans. Teresa will be staying back with the younger girls, and she hasn't made plans to visit yet. She hasn't made plans to visit yet. That means they're done, right? All right, an update. I mentioned previously about that Vogue magazine journalist that interviewed Rihanna and was not prepared. Well, Rihanna is coming out to her defense. The journalist showed up and didn't have a list of questions to ask Riri. So there was a lot of controversy over that. Rihanna said, wait, what? No, that's gangster. For you to get a call the day before being like, hey, Rihanna's in LA, you want to do this? And show up on the dime and write an incredible article that I'm really proud of and enjoyed reading. She's bad blank for that. If you don't have to prepare, girl, you're gangster. Well, all right then. I'm all over the place today. Bella Hadid and The Weeknd. I think they're just hooking up again. It was her birthday, and guess who helped celebrate Bella Hadid's birthday? Her ex, The Weeknd. There are reports that they're just friends, but I think they're friends that hook up. A little update on Cody Simpson and Miley Cyrus. They are being so public with their relationship. I love it. Cody Simpson went to an event and he was blabbing about Miley, saying, I'm very happy. We are very, very happy. She's creative. She's very passionate about what she does. And I'm very similar in that sense. That's why we get along so well. We just have a ball, yeah. And that's the most important part of a relationship, you know? Blah, blah, blah. He also goes on to say how it's different this time around because they started off as friends, blah, 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 blah. Keep on blah, 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 blahing, Cody Simpson. I love it. But I love Roxanne more. Roxanne, you're beautiful. What is in a name? No, what is in a row? What is it? Whatever, I don't even know. I was about to try to quote Shakespeare for Roxanne. Thank you for super chatting me. I love you. I love you, Michelle Cuesta. T. Marie. Michelle Lay. Carrie B. And Zen Garden. Oh my God. I need some Zen Garden here. Okay. I'm going to get to Jaclyn Hill now. And I'm going to approach this from a place of compassion. Jaclyn Hill returned to YouTube after a 4-week break. Good for her for taking the time off to focus on herself and her business. And how lucky that she's making money doing other things. Sometimes people lose touch with reality and with being one of the people. I think throughout my career, it's because I'm different in that historically, for the last 15 years, yes, while there have been people that like me, the majority of people don't like me. You are a rare unicorn, a special rainbow. You are magical if you're watching this and watching this up until this point. You see the real me. You see something in me that just hopefully puts that smile on your face and makes you happy and provokes thought or joy or whatever it is. So all of that constant hate and feeling not accepted and feeling like an outsider even when I'm in Los Angeles has kept me in check. A lot of other people success and this and that can get to their head. Jaclyn Hill uploaded this video called Why I Had to Move, Life Update and Story Time. The first thing that I noticed, and everybody noticed, that to me left a really negative impression was the thumbnail that she chose. It wasn't a still from the video. Well, I didn't watch the entire video. I think it was like 26 minutes. I stopped watching at 14 minutes. I couldn't watch anymore. After she kept on and on and on about her roof, and I finished watching it when like all her employees were coming here and going back and forth and blah, blah, blah. I got to that point. But I know what else she talked about, so I didn't feel the need or desire to keep watching. So that thumbnail, I'm like, oh, look at me in this really fancy house. Like, I could tell she's staying in a fancy house, and she said it in the video. She rented a really fancy house. I mean, I get it. It's your money, but that, and she's wearing a Givenchy sweatshirt. I'm wearing a Bayside t-shirt that I got for free. Maybe she got that Givenchy for free. I doubt it. Givenchy is not gifting Jaclyn Hill fashion, okay? Maybe the makeup line of Givenchy will gift her makeup, but they're not giving her clothes. I also thought it was odd when she was talking about her assistant, whom I'm going to guess is a gay guy, Anthony, was in the shower when she was taking a shower. Anybody else find that really weird? And she's just making, God bless her, she's making a lot of money having all these employees and everybody that works for her. I wish her continued success, and I hope that this video is therapeutic for her. Personally, I found it a little off-putting and not inspiring, which is what really informed my video and approach for today, because I don't want to be off-putting, and I want to inspire in some way. All right, let's keep it moving. You know who I find very inspiring and whom, honestly, I would say now is almost tied for my favorite of the Democratic presidential hopefuls, Elizabeth Warren. For the longest time, I was all about Pete Buttigieg, and I still am, because I think he's the most electable against Donald Trump. But Elizabeth Warren is so smart and has surrounded herself with really smart people. Elizabeth Warren paid Facebook to run an ad that said, breaking news, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook just endorsed Donald Trump for re-election. That didn't happen. That was a lie. Facebook does not fact-check political ads or any ads. And I think they should. Do you think they should? Facebook responded saying, if Senator Warren wants to say things she knows to be untrue, we believe Facebook should not be in the position of censoring that speech. As a result, delete Facebook has been trending, and I'm all for that. You know I don't love Facebook. I actually strongly dislike them. I think it's a scam. And the same thing has been happening on Instagram. And they're owned by the same company. It's a scam. You know, the only ways to really make sure we connect are sign up for my newsletter at PerezNewsletter.com and listen to my podcast where I can be really uncensored and unfiltered. The Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker on Apple Podcasts or directly at PerezPodcast.com. Because everything else, I am at the mercy of the social media platform that you're consuming me on. And they could choose to bury me in their feed or not show you, which is what Facebook and Instagram have been doing. Do better, Facebook. Instagram owned by Facebook. Do better, Facebook. Sending healing to Eddie Van Halen. He has been receiving throat cancer treatment in Germany for the last few years, it has been determined. Also sending light to Julianne Hough, 2 of her dogs passed away. An 11-year-old dog and an 8-year-old dog. She didn't really explain what happened. That just leads me to believe that there was like an attack, a coyote or something like that. Ugh. Cuba Gooding Jr. has been accused of wrongdoing by 3 more women. He's in some serious trouble. Lighter news, Gordon Ramsay's 17-year-old daughter is dating a rival of his, a fellow chef named Gino D'Acampo, who's a hottie, and his son is a handsome little fella too. Also, speaking of British people and dating, David Harbour, remember him from Stranger Things? His relationship with Lily Allen is going strong. They were just spotted going through New York City with a hand in hand and loved up, kissy stroll, PDA. Also, Lily Giudice from Shaws of Sunset has reconciled with her estranged husband, if photos are to be believed. We saw some photos of their daughter's birthday party, and the 2 of them were seen kissing. Aww. Some wacky news. This employee from Panera Bread was fired for exposing how they make their mac and cheese. She made a TikTok that went viral on TikTok and lost her job. Basically, they get their frozen mac and cheese, put it in boiling water, and serve it. So, I'd still eat it. I have no problem with that. And the girl actually said, I understand why I was fired. I regret it. It was not necessarily for posting the video. It was for having long nails that that aren't a part of the company policy, and for filming it because that could have been a health hazard or a hazard or blah, blah, blah. Anyways, point of that story is follow me on TikTok. TikTok is the future. TikTok is getting people fired. I'm at Perez Hilton on TikTok. Everybody's joining TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Also, Harry Styles can relax a little bit because his stalker has been accused of stalking him. There was all this drama with a homeless man. In London, it's harder because there aren't really like gated communities. Maybe there are, I don't know. There aren't too many gated communities in London like there are in Los Angeles. Are there? A lot of my YouTube viewers are British, and I would assume a good number of them are in London. Are there gated communities in London? I don't think so, because it's an older city, so it was built before the concept of gated communities with a guard that you have to get through to get to somebody's house first even started. Maybe they are, but like in the suburbs or something like that. I don't think Harry lives in a gated community. And that's scary, but he's got security now, 24/7. All right, let's start to end things. So much time with some light positive news. CARDI B, happy birthday. She's celebrated by twerking up a storm on vacation with her husband Offset in Turks and Caicos. He also gave her this, what he called the Titanic ring, this really ugly ring. It was like a huge diamond-shaped heart. I thought it was ugly. I don't know. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out in the link below. Let me know what you think of it. Also, Elton John has had some words to say about Michael Jackson, calling him mentally ill and disturbing to be around, and that he never grew up and blah, blah, blah. Understandably, a lot of Michael Jackson fans were not having that. I believe Elton. And finally, hallelujah, Elton has come out in defense of Ellen DeGeneres, saying that he admires her friendship with George W. Bush and insists we've all made mistakes, but people need to come together. And I believe that. I I do. I do. I do. That's why I've also just not wanted to get too much into politics recently. Although I don't mind. I don't shy away from it. I talked about it a couple of minutes ago with Elizabeth Warren, but I want to bring my fam together. I want to just thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who super chatted me and anybody who may have super chatted me today. You're beautiful. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Both of those, as well as watching until the end like you did, help with engagement. Make sure you're listening to my podcast, the Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. Follow me and the website across social media, everywhere from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, and TikTok. Get a personalized video greeting from me on the Starsona app or directly at starsona.com/Perez Hilton. Sign up for my newsletter at pereznewsletter.com. Read perezhilton.com every day throughout the day. Share this video. Make sure you're following my family channel, The Perez Hilton. Make sure you're subscribed there, subscribed here, and you've got the notifications turned on. Blah, blah, blah. You're awesome.